Welcome back, video gamers, to another At the Ends of Eras playable storyboard stream. Making a playable storyboard for the game. But okay, so last time, I got the very basics of starting up the game done. So if we started a new game, we can click this, and it does our tutorial thing of like forcing you to use a note. And admittedly, there's some bugs with it, but I'm going to ignore that for now, because what I want to start on is actually making the quests. So yeah, we wake up, come out here, we can ignore Armstrong for now and just grab the item that we need. Boom, 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 and eventually, actually probably now, what I need to do is activate... Let's start with that. Activating the medium's like primordial form. So let's do project, actually 2D scenes. I think medium would be the best one. And so this is just going to be like so, what Jackie's mom is... I think the very first introduction to her is still exactly the same as it was, more or less. Because she remembers, because for those who haven't been here, the medium is an AI reconstruction of Jackie's mom. But Jackie doesn't really remember her mom, and the way the medium works is it scans her memories. So Jackie was only 18 months old when her mom disappeared, so she only remembers a few things. Those being specifically long, messy hair, being, like, large, because, well, she was a baby, so her parents looked large to her. And then also, like, a murmuring noise. I don't know if this is better or worse than the old version. Let's look at the, like, 3D version of this primordial form. I don't know why Godot is, like, so slow to just import a PNG. Like, I don't know what it does. Oh yeah, that's not what I need. Okay, this is her. So yeah, the 3D version is extremely... because it's meant to be in like a very dark room. So I think it's not profoundly different. Say something like this, maybe. I kind of want it to be like, well, I gotta remember, first of all, that there's a dialog box right here. So I want this to be centered. I don't care that much, really, but... I think this is telling me, though, like, the proportions of this seat for the medium. Originally, I designed it so, like, if we go into this, I meant it for, like, the player's head would be here, and then they'd sit, or the player's head would be almost like here, it looks like. But I think to keep the player, like, expressive from the back, I'd still want, like, the seat to come up to, like, here, and that way she can be like this. And then what do I want for this? I think I'd like Let's go to like linear. And none of this needs to be super good right now. Actually, though, I want color. I'm gonna do a slightly greenish color. Maybe hue. Oh, we need, I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want here. I'll just do color for now. I don't particularly care. It's a placeholder. The entire reason I want this is so that we can go, so like, close everything here. So when we go to the generic scene, like, this should all be in here. And then, for example, when we do our activate, mode equals default. Show mum ID equals, let's say primordial. Is there a way to crossfade from two textures here? That'd be useful. I guess what I can do instead is we can just have this be like a full rectangle. Fit width proportional. What's the... I gotta keep these like fit width. And then keep aspect centered. And this way, basically, I'm gonna have this be like the thing that fades in and then fades out. And it'll like set whatever this texture should be. And I think that means that we can go to visibility, modulate. And we'll just whoop like that. Fade in, fade out. Perfect. Already var mum texture equals texture mum. Actually, let's just call this a control. So show mum. So like equals load. This is going to be scenes 2D scenes medium /%s dot png. Actually, we should probably have like a bar image equals this. If not, resource loader exists image. Put error, or no, invalid mum %s in %s ID image. Turn false. As texture. And then we're gonna do mum. Oh wait, no. We do actually need this to be a texture rectangle. There we go. Okay. So why is this not... Oh, I see. There we go. Okay, so we have mum texture, and then we need mum texture dot show, or no, mum texture dot modulate a equals 0, and then mum texture dot tween. Oh, this would... Ooh. I wish there were a way to just, like, tween a property and then cancel it, but I don't think I can do that. Okay, so we're gonna need var mum tween. Actually, let's just do that as, like, tween mum texture modulate. I guess, like, fade show. Fade visible show, or like viz bool item control. So this is going to be like float, not viz. So we, like, start from, like, visible or invisible. Actually. Do I want to do that? I guess I do, yeah. Eventually I'll do something else. Equals viz, and then, if... viz tween dot kill viz tween dot tween property item modulate color 8 no color 111 float viz 0.3 set. Let's see, I guess this should be fine. Okay. Okay, I don't think we need to start there. But okay, that should do fade visible. And then when we hide mum... So hide room... Isn't it like goodbye or something? Maybe it's an end dialog, so like if active, deactivate. Actually, doesn't this... Hang on. I need to see what my dialog actually looks like here. So, like, when we go to primordial... So, context activate primordial. So, what is show mum? Like... I'm confused by how this is actually, like... Yeah, because this one doesn't actually show mum, it shows primordial. Okay, I think what it is that this is not where this goes here. So this is now going to be mode. So yeah, for now I'll just do it this way. And I guess this should actually just be called, like, room texture. Okay. So now if we talk... There we go. Okay. So now it goes into the spooky thing. More than you could recall, it's unmistakable and all this stuff. Where did you leave? I'll come back when I learn more. All there is now is to find people who knew you, or records, or, I don't know, whatever I can find about you. The medium will work with it. I didn't expect to feel like this. With more knowledge about your mother, the medium will generate a more sophisticated AI of her. Soon you may find what you're looking for. You suddenly don't feel well. You don't want to be in this creature's presence anymore. Okay. And what it should do then is it should fade visible when we deactivate. It almost worked. Oh, I see. Because what we need to do is if viz. Actually, we need to do true here. And then viz tween dot tween callback item hide. No, item dot set visible bind viz. Okay. This should work. So this basically means it'll set the visibility at the end. Yeah, look at that. So I may eventually want to actually put that on the tween. Actually, you know what? I will put that on this. We're gonna go back up to scenes generic. This is gonna be like a fade image. In fact, I may want to make it so that this is the fade image. Actually, I'll do that exactly. Func fade to image texture pass. And then function like reset pass. So it'll like have its default image. Because that's almost definitely going to be like useful. Oh wait, cancel. Delete this. Yeah, what I'm going to do is just do like a room texture fade to image or T. And actually, this is going to be class name fade correct. So then we don't even need this. And this way I can have multiple things that can fade in and out. In fact, I could have, like, oh, I can't have NPCs do this, though. That'll be fine. Eventually it'll work. And we don't need this, because we don't need this. And then self-modulate. Fade, visible, false. So I think the main thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to have the texture itself automatically keep itself, yeah, I'll try this. Function ready. Var sub texture, or sub rectangle. Because, yeah, otherwise I have to have... Actually, I could have a material here. Yeah, actually, I think I do need that. So I'm wondering if there's a way to blend between two things. Let's do a new shader material, shader. This will be our, like, fading rectangle. Okay, so we don't need anything here. We need function, or no, uniform, sampler 2D, other texture, uniform, float, blend, okay, and then var, so like let's do color equals blend no, mix texture, texture UV, texture, other texture, UV, blend. Okay. Now what I can do is we blend between the two like this. I'm realizing this is still, like, not necessary, but... ah, well. Okay, and I'm gonna say that this material is gonna be, like, local to scene. Because it should always start like this. But okay, there we go. Ready, pass. Yeah, so we don't need this, we don't need the subrectangle. And instead what we're gonna do is, var b... Alright, we actually don't need that. We need just... this is just material. Var s equals material. If not s, push error no blend material. Okay. There we are. Okay. So now we need something a bit more complicated, which is going to be var flip equals, or like active equals false. What I'm actually going to have is onReady var original texture equals texture. So reset is just going to do a fade to original texture. So yeah, this, for example, none of this is really going to be quite right anymore. So var active equals not active. Oh, wait, no. Not quite right. Basically, like, we go from 0 to 1. And that means that we're going to transition from texture 0 to texture 1. So that'll be, like, s.set shader parameter float not active. Oh wait, no, this needs to be like blend. Yeah. So we can get shader parameters as properties, right? I'm pretty sure we can. Hang on, where'd that go? Yeah, shader parameters slash other textures. This is going to be material slash blend, and it's just going to go to float active with that. And then we don't need this at all. And we don't need this either. Hmm. Okay, so visibility tween. So what am I missing here? Oh, I'm missing. We either need to set, so like if or s dot set shader parameter. This is gonna be oh wait, no. We have to do it this way. If active shader parameter other texture to our image, else else texture equals image. And actually this should be s. Okay. In fact, we put this down here because this is the tweening stuff, basically. Okay. Now it should still work. Oh, fade 2. Or no, room texture reset. Okay, click this. Distorted figure appears again. Fades out. Then it comes back in. Okay. Admittedly, we're only fading between two things right now, so there's no reason for it to not work. But this is good. Now we have a thing that I can use in the future. Take your time, Git. Okay. Medium, adding the logic, or implementing logic. Because now we're kind of bringing it back to what it is. And I would like, let's go back to base NPC. Class name talker 2D. Oh, I see. I want to inherit this then. And this will have like an export var faction tags. Okay, so hopefully if we go back to like all of our scenes, NPCs won't be broken. So like if we go to Armstrong. Okay, good. All of his stuff still works. And that means hopefully we go to, for example, the home front. Armstrong is still all correct. Good. Okay, and function and dialog. Super and dialog. And then for f in faction tags pass. Wait, hang on. Do we not have a main speaker and dialog? Oh, weird. Well, I thought we would have. Oh wait, this could be... Oh wait, no, this will be fine. Yeah. The medium's its own thing. It would have its own, speaking and stuff like that. But okay. What am I looking for actually? NPC again. Yeah. Oh wait, no, NPC 2D. Okay, so function end dialog, save load dot stat, or like set stat faction slash f slash ID. True. There we go. So this is basically a stat for talking to a particular faction of NPC. So for example, Armstrong would have Yakazi. In fact, honestly, if faction tag and ID. Oh, can we like reset this value? I just realized it's not gonna let me change this now. Okay, faction tag is Kazi. In fact, the base NPC should probably have this. So that way it's like the average person you talk to is going to be one of those guys. And for example, here, NPC Armstrong, actually, we should just get the NPC base. This is going to be our little landlord. Or I guess host, but no, well. Oh yeah, clear the offsets. Okay, so this should basically let us, like, talk to more characters. So we can leave. Now we can talk to this guy. The man smiles. Are your housing satisfactory? Why are... Yeah, my main problem now is the fact that it's using name. Dialog viewer. Dialog viewer vertical. Let's go... So when we show text, current value is NPC. How did it become NPC? So it came from show speaker. So that's probably because current item does not have it. Okay, so this, if speaker equals nothing, get speaker name. Oh. If speaker name, elif ID in main speaker, return main speaker.id. Actually, let's say elif Actually, let's just say like main speaker has method get name. Okay, this'll save me some time, because what I can just do is just function get visual name. So export var visual name string if visual name return visual name, else return ID capitalize. String. Actually, we should do elif ID, else return name capitalize. And what I'll do is basically the same for this, so function get visual name. Okay. And there we are. So now we can have NPCs like this. And then like Vishar Homefront, this NPC could have a visual name of host. And I'm still divided as to whether I should have multiple faction tags. But okay. Let's see if the speaker's correct. Oh wait, no, this speaker's not going to have anything. Yeah, because there's no speaker there. But here, it's host. Great. Okay, good enough. Okay, so that means that now bug is fixed. One of these bugs. Dialog viewer displays node's name, not the ID. Introduce task doesn't seem to work. Did I fix that? Oh, wait. E. Use an item. I don't have the item. So I'll just say, like, give player the paperwork for the landlord. No, yeah. So yeah, Armstrong's dialogue is wrong if you've already talked to the medium. I'll ignore that for now. Okay. Oh yeah, that's not quite right either. Do you have an escort? Well, no. Yeah, so none of this is true anymore. Originally, my plan was that basically you had to have a male escort there. But I don't think that's true anymore. Once or twice. So I think if not player wearing So we should probably get a head job. It's not illegal, or it's not, let's say, what am I trying to say? You know what, I'll just fucking put here to do stuff. I'll fill in more details later. Alright. I'll be back later. So now what I need is Crab Hill, because I'm going to start on this quest. And it's going to be basically the same as it is now, I think. You know, there's going to be our, like, building over here that's all cool and stuff. And, like, walls and such and whatnot. Let's call this, like, entry. So I'll just kind of get all the important details. Like, we have train tracks that go through. The main problem with this is that the roads are not going to look very good. We have the road here. And then over on this side, there's our pyramid. Let's see. Okay. Alright, good enough. Whatever, there's like mountains and cliffs and shit. And then eventually we'll have all of our things back, but I think for now it's just going to be like the gas station. Well, yeah, I think that'd be fine. In fact, I'm kind of thinking drawing stuff out like this, I think makes it feel better in terms of like prioritizing detail. Like, maybe it would be better if it were just like, you know, this off in the distance next to the cliffs, and then this gas station just outside the entrance here. But okay, this is going to be entry. And this will be like our east entry. I've completely forgotten what direction all of this stuff is. I think this is correct. East entry. Fit width, keep aspect ratio, or keep aspect centered. No. East entry. Um, 2D scenes. Okay. And then like a scene button. To map. This is like map. And then we'd have like the gas station eventually at some point, but for now it's just going to be, well, actually it's not even, this isn't even important yet. We're going to go into the main city. To Crab Hill. And this one. Let's say maybe just from above. I just realized I have the power to just go to Blender and just get like the scenes that already exist. I just realized, oh wait, hang on, that's not going to work though. This will work. Maybe. I wonder if I'll... Okay, it's good to know that the game hasn't like completely broken, so I can still like load scenes and stuff. But okay, I'm saying gizmos, we will, for now, hide. Collision shapes, wherever they are. Collision object 3D. Collision shape 3D. Navigation. Okay, there we are. I don't know what these lines are, but for now we can just ignore them. So I'm just gonna have like this. Get this, we can do that. There we go. Okay, so Crab Hill overview. Right, let's just say city overview, maybe. Wait. Whatever I did, it didn't matter. Okay. So this is Crab Hill overview. Admittedly, I'm still feeling, Oh wait, did this not get saved? Okay, it did get saved, good. So yeah, I guess I'll just keep this in the same place, and then we'll have this as like, Crab Hill East. Okay, because when we get into the city... Actually going to move this a little bit like that, because we will need the lab to be accessible. I'm going to start with the NPC who tells you about there's a shopkeeper in the original version. So yeah, we'll just have him here as like hang on. So when we do talk to... Okay, clear offsets. So that was under, if we go to quests, quest major, nightlight. No, is it under locations, Crab Hill? Fountain statue. Who is the shopkeeper that I used to... City shop. Okay, it is here. Okay, and this guy might actually need a money, but oh well. Oh, get time is a thing that we have now. For now, I'm gonna do the world. Yeah. So state get stat. There's a bunch of stuff. But I think... Global complete task. This... Journal. Complete task. And then is there any place where we have the alternative? Okay. There is not. Okay, let's see if we can talk to this guy. Oh wait, I haven't even put it on the map yet. Okay, so this is Crab Hill. Entry. There we are. Now the player can go to where they need to go. There we go. Then you can go into the main city, you can talk to this guy. It's quite light for a chat, no? I'm off to sleep now, and you should go off too. Okay. So that is because world does not have a function get time. And let's have a generic, like, player NPC. So this is going to be world 2D. No, world, what is it called? Main 2D? Yeah, let's just add a node for the player. Oh, there we go. And then, function get time. Return 10 for now. Because yeah, eventually it's going to be that we do actually need this stuff here. And then let's get the player. Okay, let's see how the dialogue plays out now. Hello, hello, do you want to shop? I have the best wares. A word to the wise, you should get a job, you'll get stairs without one. Okay. I'll see what you have. Well, it didn't work right now. What's life like in the city? It's everything I know. I love it. All the people, the shops, the gardens, you'll love it too. Sadly, it's not safe out at night as of late. Hang on, there's like alarms and bells and whistles. I have to close my window. So why is that? People have been disappearing. They think it's a specter, but I'm not so sure. So how long has this been happening? It's been the past 2 weeks? No, a bit longer. Why would it not be a specter? They're not stalking creatures. It would be caught right away. They usually just charge day or night. Exactly. Much more dangerous if it has a sense to hide in the dark, or if it's no specter. So have you seen anything strange? No, it gets too dark to see anything. Perhaps my vision is going with age, but I remember the street lamps were brighter just a few years ago. Be sure to stay safe. Be sure not to wander around at night. I pray the soldiers find what's happening soon. Take care. So how did this... Let's say if message list, else push warning, no message list. Okay. Okay. Okay, why did that happen? Wait, actually, wait, hang on. Why did the sidebar show up? I'm just realizing. Okay, and that time it just worked. I don't get it. I think it must have been because the, I think I know what it is. If p frame dot aux. No wait, there's something special, isn't it? In special block. Okay, I think that was it, maybe. Yeah, so now I want something where, basically what's happening right now is the player's supposed to be doing things. So if we print dictionary state data, the way this quest works is the player gains suspicion from doing things in town until they get arrested. And those things are walking around at night, asking NPCs about things. Say it's this Crab Hill suspicion. So I think what I want to do is I want it to be, we need a few guards. Let's just create a guy. And I'll kind of actually like draw him here. Maybe, if I feel like it. Hang on, let's double check how my concept art looks. Concept art, characters. Where is the like soldier? Are they not in here? Where do I put anything? Was it in the other? Was it in this one? There's a very strange thing that I had set up here where I like did all of the art in two separate Yeah, because this is not part of the repository. Okay, I think it is this one, though. Oh, right, it's this one. Okay, it just looks strange. Okay, so that's not what I want. This is what I want. You know, honestly, I'm just going to take the sketch. I'm just going to bring it in here. Don't need this. Don't need this. Let's also get him like, thank you Godot, or thank you Creator, whatever this application is for not centering that. Okay. Let's try... You know, I think what I'd rather do is this, and then do that trick that I did last time, where instead of painting in everything, I paint out everything. So look at how easy that was. Okay. So 2D NPC guard, or like peacekeeper. What am I looking for? We need to go to overview. NPC base. Oh wait, no. Base NPC. This will be NPC PC. Should that be? Yeah, I'll do that. Yakazi, this will be, and just for, like, visual clarity, because I just saw that that was, confusing. Hang on. Just thicken up these lines. Yeah, that looks terrible. Well, why do I care? This is all storyboarding art. Like, it's just meant to be, like, visible and usable. Okay. We're just gonna have a bunch of these guys around. And eventually what I'm gonna do is have it so that when you enter this area, if you have high enough suspicion and you haven't been arrested, they, like, an NPC will just come up to you and arrest you. Where would the guards actually be? I mean, well, there'd obviously be one like here, for example. And I guess all of this, like, all of the actual layout of this city will probably be more or less the same as it is now, like in this 3D picture. Do I want one that's just tiny? It's just really hard to actually, like, use these things. Because I have to, like, adjust it a certain amount before it allows me to actually, like, adjust things. But okay. That's basically good enough. And then these ones will have, what would it be? Guard? City guard? Oh wait, did this actually... Oh, it actually sets the thing, I think. No, it doesn't. I was hoping it did. Oh wait, these are also, let's just say... Well, I think they shouldn't have an ID. And instead what they'll have is, whatever they have currently. I'll see if this actually works. Basically, when we talk to these guys... Wait, I recognize you. You're gonna have to come with me. Oh, interesting. Is that so? I didn't realize that I'd already gotten so much suspicion. Oh, I see. I didn't realize, yeah, I didn't realize it was greater than or equal to 5. But okay. So when we arrest, we disable special dialogue. So this is now going to be context arrest player. Right, because that was just busted. So yeah, that means that this now is a function. Crab Hill overview, yeah, that's fine. Extends node, class, or function arrests player, class. Let's first check if any of these are, like, wrong, because I don't think they are. Player. So let's just do this. Is this state or is this game? No, okay, this is what it is. Yeah, because we have the vars here. Yeah. Set hairstyle by ID. I don't know if disable special dialogue will quite work, but that'll be okay. But okay. Oh wait, no. This will no longer quite work. Let's do world fade out. And I'll just put that on main 2D. So like color rectangle. Yeah, this is going to be right above, I guess, right above the scene. Okay. Wait, don't we have a fade? Like... Yeah, we're gonna do this. And... We're also not gonna have any of this. We're just gonna have, like, var tween. So, like, if tween kill. Else fade in. Let's call this like tween to 1110. Wait, no. Okay, and fade out will be like tween to color this. And basically, tween. Right now. Actually, let's just call this like set tween viz. False. True. Okay. Var c equals float viz. Tween. Alright, let's do like viz equals true. So no matter what we're doing, if we start showing it, it should be visible. Tween property self modulate c to tween callback self set visible viz. Okay. So now we have a fade in and fade out. Oh, wait. These need to be slightly the opposite. Expected at most... Oh, right. This needs to be set visible.bind viz. There we go. Okay. So now what I can do is we can have a function fade in, fade out. Okay. And then when we end dialog, we should have it fade out again. So that'd be like on dialog exited or something, which I'm sure is in here. Yeah, here. Okay. If colorrect dot visible fade out or fade in. I think that's what we need by default. Well, no, I think I'll need to be smart about how I do that, but that'll be okay. Okay. So right now, our overview city, rest, so await get tree dot create timer 2 dot timeout. And then current scene, fade in. Let's try this. Basically, now when we talk to a guard, we should get arrested. Oh, but this needs to be hidden by default. Actually, we can have our fade in still. Oh, tween equals. There we go. In fact, also this should not be here. This should be in the main 2D when we are getting ready. Yeah, we'll just do a fade in here. Which, admittedly, completely unnecessary for the actual, like, for this 2D game. Oh, right. This needs to also be, contain no mouse. There we go. We have our beautiful little guys. Okay. I recognize you. You're gonna have to come with me. You're suspicious. I don't need to explain it. No, I think you do. Not my problem. He grabs you and binds your hands with a plastic tie. I want that to be faster. Const fade time equals, 1.0. Okay. And then we fade back in because right now it doesn't actually do anything. But okay, we're actually getting there. I've actually now gotten, like, part of the quest, or, like, the introduction to the quest now. And it's only been... Oh, it's only been an hour and a half. I thought I started at, like, 5:30. Did I really start at, like, 6:30? Weird. Okay. So now we have, basically, the player is dragged into a room. And I think I'll just, like, draw the table as it is. So we are now going to be face to face with the mysterious man Sankon Sadok. This will look like garbage, but that's okay. You know, I wonder if it's preferable to have his face like one eyebrow. No, I'd prefer him not to have, like, lopsided eyes. At least not, like, one eyebrow more than the other. Okay. I don't really need to draw sand cones, or, yeah, here, but I will anyway. And I might as well do, like... Basically, this is, like, half drawing practice for me. But okay, how did his, like, beret work again? Hmm. How do I want him to look? I think I don't like the cape that I gave him in this 3D version. You know, I was about to have his hands folded here, but I think it'd be more interesting if he wasn't leaning forward, if he was standing like mostly straight, or if he was sitting mostly straight. Though, actually... Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly I want here. This also isn't even really like a storyboard. I'm realizing even that amount of work is a lot of work. You know what, let's just put his hands on the table for now. Or, yeah, let's just put his hands folded in the center. And just as very simple blobs, because I'm running out of, like, drawing juice. And as in running out, I mean, I've never actually developed it right now. I have no juice. I think I prefer this way. This looks like garbage. Because his shoulders are not wide enough. Yeah, I'm thinking it is a concern that even just, like, drawing the scene takes so much work that I can't actually, like, do it. Whatever. Let's just make a fucking vague silhouette right now. And then we'll just have, like, vague outlines in the back. Okay. Good enough. Scenes. I'm gonna put this under, like, quest major. No. Let's call it, like, nightlight. No, actually, quest is what I'll call it. Hmm. What do I want exactly? Also, NPC should have a full name. So when a person's remembered, it'll eventually check for a full name if they have it. But okay, what I need now is new scene. Whatever it was, fit, width, keep aspect centered. Okay, scenes, quest. There we go. So actually, I think what I'd want is a full-on NPC. So like we'd still have one of these. There we go. Okay. And actually, I think what I'd want... Sadok needs to be his own guy. Okay. Emirate. Sadok. There's that. NPC, Sadok. And the main thing here is that we'll drag him in, but he will have no icon. Because we're simply talking directly to him. Create, and then this will have a function deport, pass, function arrest, or function release, pass, and function, basically depending on the player's stats, or how they handle the interrogation, they can either be deported, which is actually like a bad ending in the game. They can be released with nothing, like with no issues, or they can be imprisoned overnight while they check things out, and then like, because basically they are thinking that you are potentially a person causing disappearances. But if they hold you overnight and nothing happens, then it's clear that you aren't involved in it, or at least it's likely you're not involved in it. So that'll be how this interrogation goes. In fact, if we go to Sadok, is it Nightlight? Nightlight 0? No, okay. I see, so it's not even, he's not even the guy that we're talking to here. Well, I think it should be. I guess I'll just... It's kind of pointless to use the same NPC, but I guess... Well, actually, not really. Because I still need the faction and, like, the name and all that stuff. Okay. Wait, when we get arrested. Let's go back to NPC, let's go back to the overview. When you're arrested, we need export var arrest scene, get tree current scene dot go to scene arrest scene. Okay, so hopefully we can still get arrested, because I mean, there's obviously going to be fail safes to make sure the player doesn't get arrested twice. Okay, but I think they're based on the interrogation, which makes sense. Oh, right, and then we need to fade in. I think, what if when we go to scene, I always fade in? Actually, let's just do a true here. And what I'm going to do is to scene fade, so P fade in equals false. Just because I'm lazy here. If P fade in there we are. Okay, I'll come with you, blah, blah, blah. Did it work? Because it faded out, but then it didn't fade back in. What am I looking for? You know, actually, we could just have this do that. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can actually get this. Okay. Oh, wait, now I remember why this is here instead. Because I wanted it to be, that it fades out and tells you stuff. Oh, wait, no. This should still be, like, world fade out. Context.arrest player. Okay, and now we're here. So I should have done a go to scene. Is there... What's causing problems here? Go to scene, no scene provided. Oh. Right, okay. That explains that. Okay, then we can do this, and then we do that. and then we're here, and then we have this guy, and then we do all this stuff. Okay. I want to do a little bit with these questions. So, I'm sure I have a train ticket. So, say, do you have any evidence supporting that? Mention Q ticket. I don't know. Or I don't. And we'll just do like plus plus sus 1. Otherwise, what else? What would we do otherwise? I think what I'd do is, let's do this. And then I'm going to have here, found it. What I'm doing here is basically like, item. Let's see, found it, and then like, forget Q ticket. I don't have anything on me, I'm sure. Ask Vishar. Item ticket, or like travel form, where mentioned what would it be? Mentioned Q ticket? Man, what is that for the intro? So basically for the intro guy, we have the option of giving him housing paperwork. Housing paperwork. And then I'm just going to go to tail. Found it. So you fish through your pockets and find a find your travel form. Okay. Actually, I just realized. Do we have say number as a thing here? And if I go to dialog viewer, oh wait, no, dialog eval. Yeah, I don't have say number anymore. Oh wait, no, I bet I do actually. Number to string. Yeah. I'm gonna put that in my dialog UI. Why is every single folder in the entire game expanded fully? Yeah, I need to like compress everything that isn't strictly the thing that I'm looking for. Okay, np dialog, runtime, number to string. So then we can do function say number. I'm going to change this from verbose to say. No, it doesn't hide a global class. I should have more powers. You know, what if we have a vigintillion centillion? What if we have, like, you know, a trillion vigintillions? How do we figure that out? But okay. Now we come back into the dialog eval. Say number. Okay. Let's see if this actually works. Oh wait, why are we here? Oh, I see. Because I didn't save. Older man sits in front of you. Did I do something? A single day. Actually, is that... Okay, yeah. Days get stat current day. And so we'd also want, eventually, to figure that out. Like to re-implement day-night cycle and stuff like that. In fact, let's put that in like basic systems. Day, night. So like time of day, let's just say morning, after, or midday, evening, night. Multiple days, simple schedules. I don't really know if I need schedule. Well, I might need schedules. So I'm not going to answer anything until you tell me why I'm here. Let's just say a single day. Do you have any evidence supporting that? I don't have anything on me, but I'm sure blah blah blah. Turns to the others and says something in Yukazi. Non-existent function sample on base blah. So this... Okay. There we go. Are you interpreting for them? No questions. Came to see the medium. So eventually, I came to see the medium in Vishar, and he, let's see. Well, I suppose you must be telling the truth, because that'd be a terrible idea. I think, what would he do here? Because technically, it's not strictly the case. I think this will make him less suspicious of the player. See, you do realize that's a crime? Hmm. How do we spell facsimiles? Facsimiles of the dead. Why would we allow such a thing? Hmm. 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 Let's see, we'll figure that out later. Who are you talking? So what are you talking to the medium for? Let's say my mother. You know, I'm gonna say that. Okay. So, blah, blah, blah. He tilts his head. What's your mother's name? Okay, so we got all that stuff. Why are these clickable? These aren't even meant... These aren't, like, buttons. Is this for, like, accessibility reasons, maybe? Because it would make sense. Wait, also, why can't I, like, tab into these? Ah, well, whatever. So what do you know about the missing people in town? Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, this is now going to be world fade out. And then we're going to go to fade in. Maybe I should do player fade out, player fade in, but I guess I could do that soon. It'll be easy to switch. Because yeah, eventually the player will manage more of the, like, bookkeeping here, but right now the player doesn't even really exist. Okay, and here, actually, we don't do this. We're going to do context. In fact, so when we go to the interrogation, what do I want to call this? I'm going to call it release. So, Tudu, you're headed to a jail site overnight. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And we'll do like, yeah, this will be fine for now. So get, scene, no. Get tree, main, what is it called? Current scene dot go to scene. Export for main scene. Or like release scene. So we'll just close this, and then go overview. Okay. Eventually there'll be other things in here. Okay, talk to this guy, blah, blah, blah. Single day. Don't have anything. Okay. Oh, wait. Actually, I have a good idea. When we do the world go to scene, if the thing is visible, we will, like, fade back out. Main 2D. Yeah. What I'm going to do instead of this, if fade in or color rect dot visible. So we should be back in the main scene now. Okay. And eventually I need to figure out where the actual prison is. Where is the prison? I guess it would be up here. Well, no, you wouldn't want to have prisoners inside the Citadel. That's like your most important area. What if it's out here? Outside the wall? Because I'm not doing much with this area. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Sadok there. In fact, I'm just going to get Sadok's face here. Oh wait, I want this one. There we go. And what I'm going to do is the same thing I do all the time. Not quite. There we go. Huh? Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. Scenes, no, NPC. Sadok. Probably what I should have done from the start of, like, having the NPCs just have a thing, but oh well. Okay, and now what I need is basically a node that will... Actually, I think I can just add a conditional. Class name. Because I think... Oh, wait, but this is a thing. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have it do, like, exports var deletes parent equals true. It's like, let's do, like, remove. If delete parents, get parents q free, else q free. This way I can have this always do this stuff. Let's see, so why is this... Oh, I see. This is where we actually compile the expression, then we do the validate. So I'm actually going to do expression equals compile. There we go. There we go. And we don't really need the result. Well, I'll keep it. Okay. So we'll do this, if not res, remove. So now basically this is composition rather than like inheritance. We add this as a child of whatever we want to delete. And that way I can do like Sadok. And this does mean that I'll have to yet again like redo things, but that's fine. You know, what's the harm in deleting, like, or in having to redo foundational code? Okay, clear the offsets. Basically good enough. Okay. Conditional. Oh. I forgot. Godot is, like, too smart for me. Okay. That's what I needed. Okay, so... what is the actual stat that we need? Crab Hill / interrogated, I think? Or, like, not global stat? No. State stat. Ooh, this is gonna be tricky now. Actually, I have a good idea for how to do this. Var... When we get vars, we need to sort the keys. So we need to do like var d equals this, d dot sort d. There we go. Because we're going to need to get these variables each time. So like v or var like keys equals get tree current scene vars dot keys. And then what we do when we validate is we get vars. So vars equals get tree dot current scene dot vars dot values. I might need to add this back to the global scene. In fact, I could do that. Well, I'll keep it as it is for now. Trying to return a type dictionary when expecting to return type dictionary nil, or dictionary string nil. Oh, Cannot call method parse on a null value. Oh, I see. No, I don't see. Yeah, because current value is that. Oh, I see. There we go. Okay. So that means that that's not there because it's not valid. If we look this up, on call to stat. I'm going to need to redo all of my conditional stats. Oh, well. I'm going to need to redo, like, the whole game once we get this, like, in here. Because admittedly, I'm still not even really, like, in the thick of it. I'm not making much new content yet. I'm just re-implementing content that should have been in the game already. Though actually none of this was actually in the latest version. But okay, it doesn't seem interested in talking. So what does that mean for us then? Did introduce task not work? Hang on, let's do like state.tasks. Oh wait, no, journal. Okay, so I think introduce task isn't working. Still. But why would it not be working? Because we create the task, then we append it, then we do the etc, etc. Oh, I think it's because this is still... Right. I see. We can't have this be an array of strings because it has to do whatever else it has to do. Like, the notes just don't work. Okay. So we kind of just need to start a new game, I think. Alright, let's just start a new game. Blah. Blah. Get us out of here. Get to here. We're gonna get arrested now. Oh, right. I don't have any... Hang on. Get back out of here. We do need to actually use the medium to get the quest stuff started. Okay. So now if I did journal. Okay, now we have plenty of stuff in the journal. Save and exit. Oh wait, wrong button. Okay, this. There we go. Now we come to here, and now we can start actually doing stuff. Use a note. No, we can't use a note. Life like in the city, all this stuff. Okay, so now we can hope against hope. Okay. Now if we go to the journal. Okay, now we have the tasks. Good. So how long has this been happening? Have you seen anything around? Is it not that? I'll be sure to stay safe. Really cause problems with that. Let's see what you have. Okay. Okay. And I think if we just... Okay, yeah. If we just talk to them enough times, they'll get irritated enough if we don't have the hijab that they'll just arrest us. There's like point values for all your actions that gain suspicion. Okay. Single day. I don't have anything on me that actually tells you that. Because I came here for the medium. Okay. Been told to avoid going out in the city at night. Wait and wait. Okay. Okay, and then we should be able to, like, it should have faded in. I don't know why it didn't fade in. So if we go to here, go to scene. So, like... I don't know. Save and exit. Oh, I did not realize that we were still here. Do we still have... Actually, does this... still works still? What button is it? Okay, I don't think that works yet. Oh, right, yeah. I forgot. You have to actually exit the dialogue and then you're done. Okay, now we have this button. I find it hard to believe I was a suspect in your investigation. So, you're sure you don't know this woman. So how's the investigation been going? Let's focus on this. Stop asking me questions. So you're sure you don't know her? So that's not a face saying, I don't know this person. I think he'd be more acidic here. And what, you're an expert on this? Stop wasting my time. You're still... Actually, let's have, questions. Let's have this here as like Sadoc medium. State add stat Sadoc medium. Okay, so you do realize that's a crime. This way, I can do here, state get stat Sadoc slash medium. I could still have you arrested. For using the medium. Okay. Wait, he should not do this then. Yeah, I don't want him to do this here. I want this to be somewhere else, like, where, this probably. Where journal task is active, night light. Okay, so this will be reiterate, and then we'll have open. Oh wait, I remember why I had to do this. Because you can use it for multiple points, and then we're going to do the same thing here. Let's just say eyes. So that way we do that part instead. Okay. Because yeah, I want it to be much longer before he opens up with any information. I didn't say his name. Hang on, he has an indecipherable emotion as you mention her. Okay, so next steps. I need to figure out how to actually investigate. So these guys... Oh wait, these guys should not... Hang on. Why are these guys still arresting me? City guard. Oh yeah, because we're supposed to... Well, I'll just put that in the scenario, or interrogation. Like save load dot state add stats. Crab Hill released. Oh wait, and that means that I should actually just state add stat. That means we need to do this. And then, I thought they arrested you. I did. Or they didn't. I was innocent. Sure. And then we should probably have something else like, you know, we should probably have, yeah, more questions about this. Oh yeah, I forgot. I still need the ability to... So the notifications aren't showing up here anymore. Let's put that in bugs. General notifications no longer go up. That'll be UI dialog. Also, this thing isn't quite right. Like, the spacing here. Huh. Why is that not right? Journal, spacing of objects isn't correct. More UI bugs. And look at how many bugs are like... These are almost entirely just 3D things. But okay. So, what have you heard about the disappearances lately? What have you heard? Just that it happens. It seems like people are worried to be out at night. It's probably a specter, but if it isn't, we'll find him. Okay. So that means we should start figuring out places where the player can actually start investigating. And I need to figure out things like the time of day. I kind of want a simple clock UI. I'm going to do that. It's going to be very simple right now, though. So UI, components. Actually, don't I have a clock in components? Oh, we have date time. I'm just going to put that in here. Eventually I can make it look fancier, like with like a real clock or something. But for now, it's just going to be... Put it under UI... There. Actually, don't we have the theming here of like... Oh, I see. Okay. I'm going to make it so that nothing has a theme except for... Well, I don't know. Okay. So how does this thing work? So notification visibility changed. I'm actually going to have this not always process. Actually, it's going to be pausable. So that way I can, like, understand... Actually, let's save and exit then. So we have get time here. We're going to do date time. Save load dot stats or state dot get stat. Okay, and then I'm gonna do like get or like print time. So let's do var viz equals this, because what I'm going to do is set process viz. Okay. Var viz, or no, var timer 0.0. And then var time to update equals, no, const time to update 2.0. And then we'll do timer plus equals delta if timer greater than or equal to time to update print time timer equals 0. Okay. And the way that I'm going to do this now is, how am I going to do this? I guess I'll just have var time equals 0.0 and then var time scale, or like hours per second. So yeah, let's have a function process. Time plus equals delta times hours per second if time greater than 24.0, time equals 0, save load dot state dot add stat current day, and then emit signal, or let's say like new day emit, and this will be a signal. Okay, so now if it all goes according to plan, we should have our day-night cycle. Oh, right, and then get time. Return 0. No, return time. And actually, I'm going to change this so current day. It's now going to be date, day. Because we're going to have date, time as well. Prepare save. So save load dot state set stat date. Day is I'll just do date slash time because we do day already right here. Time. And I'll just set this here. Time equals get stat date time. Okay. So now our time is 12:01. Interesting. Where's our say time function? Number to string say time. Didn't I fix this for my clock in... So if we go to... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I was pressing Alt-FL, which is save all files. Okay, UI. Don't I have a clock in here? Oh, I have a clock out here. Wait, why is this absolutely deranged? Okay, I see why it is. So we need basically T is, we don't need this. So AM is time greater than equal 12. Hours is that. Floor 60 times this. So I don't think we need this. We just need if hours equals 0, this is that. PM equals not PM, we don't care. So I don't think I need this at all. Yeah, I don't need that. So wait, this doesn't seem right. AM is time is greater than equal to 12? Oh yeah. Because in Kitty's world, they're flipped, but okay. Now we can go back into here and we can see now it's saying, oh wait, we should probably like start it again. Make sure that it says 12 a.m. Okay, yeah. And now what we can see is when we open this up, it doesn't like, okay. Now the clock actually shows things, so that's good. And then what I'm going to do is our default time. Just do like a function set time here. Or like function set time t, time equals t, function advance time t equals or t plus equals time, or no, time plus equals t. If t is, and then time equals time modulo 24. I know what to do. If time greater than or equal to 24, advance day. Time floor. Time divided by 24. Or date day. Okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do advance day. So that way, let's go down to here. Count 1. Okay. This should mean that now what I can do is, for example, if I did advance time by like 8 hours, it should immediately go to 9. Oh, right. Did that one work? Hey, look, that one worked. And then we can do like world.advance time like 200 hours. That should get us like 9 days of travel. And what I'll do there is print day. Or we can just print time with this. Nine days of travel. Look at that. Okay. Now, our little day says that, so I'm going to save and exit. So that means that now we have a clock that'll help us with things. And now the main thing is, do I want some sort of UI indication for when it's day and night and stuff like that? I think I do want at least like a little material for nighttime. I think I'm going to do that. So let's do I need a color rectangle? I'll do like this. Okay. And I'm going to put this as a fade as well, which actually really useful. So like function process if time greater than, let's say if it's greater than like 20 and not night rect dot visible, we'll do a like night rect dot fade out. I kind of have these like swapped because the purpose of the fade originally was to fade in, as in show the scene, as in make the object, like make the rectangle invisible. Let's do a label. Okay. Actually, if time is greater than 20 or time is less than 5.0 and it's night dot, or and that's visible, we also need to have like fading. I'll say elif. Actually, I have a good idea. Elif, so this is guaranteed to be daytime now. Elif night rect dot modulo dot a greater than or equal to 1.0. nr equals night rect. Okay. Kind of silly thing. Basically, we just tint the whole screen blue when it's nighttime. Let's make sure also that this is not like doing things that it shouldn't be doing. Great. So now if we did like world advance time 12. Hi, it's going well. Actually, let's advance time by like 1 hour. Sort of doing my weird day-night stuff. Hang on, isn't this... let's do if not this or nr.modulate.a less than 1.0. Okay, there we go. So now it fades in this, and now it is clearly nighttime. This is what nighttime looks like in our world. So now we kind of need the schedules again. Because I think I still want the same structure for this quest that I had before, where there's basically one street lamp that is weird. Okay, so I'm just going to put it up there. We're just going to have a day-night, one street lamp. And then, I don't know, like buildings around it, stuff like this. It should feel like it's not terribly consequential. Actually, how would the street look? I don't know exactly. So we need, like, the citadel walls over here. Yeah, right now I'm working on sort of... Actually, were you here for the stream where I talked about how I'm working on basically, like, a playable storyboard for the game? Because, yeah, that's basically why I'm, like, drawing stuff right now. And, like, clicking on images and stuff. My goal is for pretty soon, well, I guess not pretty soon, eventually to go back into the main game. And just basically translate all this stuff into 3D. And admittedly, right now, I'm actually just translating all this stuff into 2D. So scenes, I'm going to call this, I'll just call it Crab Hill, like street corner. Lights. Right now it'll just be like this. Okay, so we don't need that visible now. Actually, so does this, like, hide? No, okay, so it sets visible bind viz. Oh. Well, that explains that. It's always visible. And that means actually, if not visible, or it's less than or equal to 0.0. Let's say that. Well, actually, no, it should be this. Okay. What am I looking for now? Overview. We need a new area. It's just going to be a street corner. This is Crab Hill. Let's call it Street Corner Light. Scenes, Crab Hill. There. So fit width, keep aspect centered, full rectangle. And then, let's see. I'm gonna have one of these, basically like this. So to city. Overview. There we go. So right now, nothing much of interest here. But I think what I'll do is Walker 2D. Basically have a street lamp here. Ooh, we actually need... Hang on. I just realized. Close everything. NPC, so base, NPC. We need the visual name in the talker. And that means what we can actually do is, for our base NPC, close everything else. We get this here, and then we don't need this here. Okay, because NPCs, the only unique thing is that they have a full name and a faction. Okay, NPC, no, player? What am I looking for again? Right, the street corner light. Street light. And then, actually, let's also go to, like, let's make sure that Sadak didn't break. Okay, good. All the properties are still, like, properly set. So I didn't break everything yet. So don't we have, like, the evil light? Where is that, actually? Basically, the player can see that one of the street lights is green at night. At about 1 a.m. it comes on. So I want that to be, dialog, quest major, night light, light. Okay. So we're just gonna do, like... Wait, actually... Main speaker, light enables. Oh, YouTube killed my music. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have... what am I going to have? Something like this. Basically good for day and night. And then I want a light 2D. I won't do that. I'm going to do a... No, I do want a light 2D. Texture where the shape of the light must be applied to the texture property. Circle... What PNGs do I have that could work for this? Dot. Okay, there we are. I'm going to make this green. There we are. And then I'm going to add a schedule. A scheduled light even. Okay, so what does this do? When we do a schedule, actually, I just realized, don't I have a whole scheduling system in in here. Schedules. Yeah, because we have actions. Take your time, Godot. Yeah. I'm just gonna... For now, you know what? I'm lazy. Create new script action. Take your time, Godot. Oh, I see. There we go. Okay, so I think what I want is actually to just have array action here. In fact, can I... Hang on, I'm pretty sure this entire thing here... I'm just gonna copy this and paste it in and see if... I don't even think that there's anything that's, like, not wrong. Or, like, that I wouldn't want here. I guess what I can do is I can have, like, a forever update. So, like, export var update time, like, auto update time -1. So, if greater than equal to 0, or if greater than 0, will update automatically. And what that'll be is, what will that be, actually? Set v float. If v greater than equal to 0, auto update. Wait, no, if auto start now equals not auto update time and v equals v, why is this not? Okay, well, whatever. Function auto update while auto update time greater than 0, await get tree create timer auto update time timeout, and then update time global, or like get tree current scene get time. Okay. Basically, this means that I can have this update every, like, 5 seconds. We can just do, scheduled light auto update time 5. Oh, we don't set it, though. Oh wait, hang on. T is less than 0, and V is greater than 0. Okay, so can this be like fixed? Can this work? Hmm. Okay, so let's have calling object node. Oh, I see. Ready, if not calling object, we'll do that. Oh. Okay, and this means that we can do like a new. Does this have a function called disable? Action new on time plus random plus this. Expected at most 0, but received 2. Well, let's just do like p start equals 0. P action equals nothing. There we go. So now, a light will work. Narrowing conversion. Float is converted to int and loses precision. Oh. There we go. Okay, so now this thing should work. Okay, so that works, and then we have the actions. Not quite. Now we have the actions? There we go. See, now we disable it at 6 a.m., enable it at 1. I'm actually going to do, let's see. Off time is like, yeah, I think that's right. The on time is still going to be 1.0. This is going to be like 4.3. Okay. So now what we've got is these. Actually, we can just have it like this. So that way these are re-randomized. Yeah, like that. Point light 2D. So do we have a function called like light enabled? Or like enabled? Okay, so we have these. Enabled. How does the light 3D work? So hopefully it still, does it have an enabled function? Huh, I thought there was like a light enabled on like 3D lights. Weird. Hmm. Okay, well let's just get a 2D light then. Scenes. Probably for quest, night light, point light 2D, create function enable, show, function disable, hide. And I think when we're ready, don't we do an update automatically? Virtual function ready hasn't been defined. Oh. Well, we should probably have that, like, when it, like, starts the first time. Not sure exactly what I want. But what I will do is we'll have that there, and then we're going to have function ready. If not is in group schedule, add to group schedule. And what I'm going to do is whenever we start a scene, we will do our automatic update stuff. Okay, so world... No, main 2D. Go to scene. Here we do get tree, call group, schedule, update time, get time. I guess I'll do scheduled. And then we'll just have that here as this. Because, yeah, I guess I'll do this. Let's see how this works. So if we go to... Oh, wait. Did I not get my street corner in here? Isn't that like a thing that I have right... Oh, I see. I don't have... This needs to be street corner. And now, if we come back into here, we should be able to get it. Boom. And now we're here. We have this. It's at the wrong place. Because I also, again, forgot to clear the offsets. So now we can go back, go there. There we go. And this should have the light dialog. And what this will do is, so var light enabled get there we are. Why is this light green? Wait, something looks odd about the light beyond just the color. Let's do it properly. Okay, a strange green lamp. Oh, wait, we need to start a new game again. Because I broke it. Well, at least it's fast. So yeah, the next thing I need to do is re-enable the, like, whatever I need to re-enable. But okay. We can just go into here. Why is this light green? It's not green. It's not green. We should have, like, scheduled light, or, like, hang on. Okay, so we have that. So why is our dialogue wrong? Oh, because the dialogue... Okay, I see. Because this here... Wait. Huh? Ah, well. It's because we need the light to be the thing that has the thing. Okay, state data. Okay, so where is this? I think it's in nightlight / lamp or something. Crab Hill green lamp. So I'm gonna just do state erase stat Crab Hill green lamp. And what that should do... Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm making what I'm calling a playable storyboard, because my 3D game got too complicated. But I'll show you what it used, or I'll show you what the game proper is. It's a big old open world, but it was getting too complicated to work on the story and, like, quest stuff and fix all the bugs with the 3D part. So I've now extracted it into two separate things. I'm also going to slightly lower the volume. Right, I forgot. YouTube is very, like, not granular with its audio controls. Okay, so this light is not green, Godot. The light is not enabled. So probably a bunch of this stuff, if I had to assume. Yeah. Okay, so this all works. Wasn't this lamp green before? Were you seeing things? Okay. So what was it? State, erase, stat, grab, hill, green, lamp. Okay. Otherwise, oh, right. I see. The way this is meant to work is, this, well, I'll leave that as it is. So why is this light off? Is it broken? It's awfully dark out here. So why is this not, like, evaluating dialogue? Data tree is null. Cannot call method create tree on a blah. So let's say, like, if is inside tree. Actually, let's say start now and is inside tree. And then when we're ready, we'll do if auto update time greater than 0, auto update. Else, well, actually we'll keep that there. Okay, wasn't this lamp green before? Were you seeing things? Okay. Okay, now it's 1. So now the lights come on. Now we're getting where I need to go. The only issue is the fact that it's in the wrong place, because I think what I need to do is put a control, have this moved to where I need it to be, like right there, for example, and then we put this under it. Do I work in Blender? Yep. Yeah, I do a lot of 3D stuff in Blender. Oh, that was not what I needed to do. What I needed was to change these, and then change this thing. Wait, actually, I do want that. Okay. There we go. Now it's where I want it to be. Why is this light green? There's something strange. So now we can go back to the main tree, and we can, oh yeah, we haven't been arrested yet. A street lamp in the city with a green light, and we have a few of those because I broke it. Also, for some reason, it's not putting our stats as, yeah. Night. Let's say this is going to be if is night. And night rect.visible actually is going to equal equals is night, and this should, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, now it shows it's nighttime. The okay, that kind of worked. I don't know why it didn't update the schedule right away, but let's call deferred here. Okay, so now we have our lamp. It's green. It should be more green, actually, to make it, to drive the point home, I think. And then probably even a bit brighter. Okay, now it's pretty obvious that it's green. Whew. Okay, so now I have like half of this quest. Admittedly, I think I could do more with this quest, but for now I can just start. Well, yeah, once I have the framework in, then I can start thinking about it. I'll elaborate on it more. But it is about 10 p.m., so I'm going to call it a day here. Okay, what have I done? Probably a lot? Yeah. Anything in add-ons? Yeah. What did I change here? Oh yeah, I added the numbers and stuff. Didn't I? Yeah. Adding functions to say numbers. Grab hill. Let's say night quest. Night light. Oh wait. Let's add all this. Okay, that makes more sense. We'll amend that. Okay. What's our status now? Alrighty. Eventually I should start on time, or start my streams on time. Because I think I'm starting to get the hang of this, this 2D workflow. Admittedly, I am worried that I'll spend, that I won't actually get anything that's translatable into a full 3D game. But, I don't know, I guess I am already getting stuff. Like, I didn't have to spend, like, 3 days modeling a prison or something like that. I could just put it here, and I didn't have to spend, like, a bunch of time fiddling with NPC schedules and stuff like that. So there's definitely a lot of, like, ease of use, ease of modification, and that was really the point of all this. But okay, I will be back tomorrow with more exciting quest stuff, but that's going to wrap it up for today. Let's see. All right. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you later.